Fame found her early and never truly let her go. Joey King entered Hollywood before she could even understand what attention really costs. Cute roles built her image while childhood quietly slipped behind the camera. The industry praised her growth but tracked every change with invisible control. Applause became habit before privacy became a need. Every smile turned into a brand asset. Mistakes were no longer personal, they became public property. Growing up happened under judgment, not protection. Like living inside a mirror that never turns off, identity blurred with performance. Success arrived early, but peace waited somewhere far behind. Real memories were replaced by managed moments. Even rest felt scheduled around relevance. The world watched her grow, but never asked how it felt. Childhood became content before it became memory. When a child star changes, the world calls it rebellion. Joey tried to break free from her innocent image through darker, bolder roles. Some praised the courage, others judged the shift harshly. The same audience that watched her grow refused to let her grow creatively. Reinvention invited noise instead of support. Risk looked uncomfortable to those addicted to her old face. Like rewriting a book readers loved for the wrong reasons, change felt threatening. The industry tested her resilience instead of her range. Evolution demanded thicker skin than talent. Growth stopped feeling celebrated and started feeling challenged. Every bold step triggered louder reaction. Freedom felt like stepping into a storm without shelter. Change demanded emotional survival, not just craft. Freedom had to be fought, not gifted. Being adored publicly doesn't heal private doubt. Joey's popularity brought millions of supporters but also endless scrutiny. Social media tracked her every move like a performance chart. Praise arrived fast, but criticism arrived faster. Body image, relationships, and choices became topics of open trial. Support looked loud, but understanding stayed rare. Like standing in noise that never quiets down, mental peace struggled to breathe. Confidence fought insecurity under bright lights. Every phase became a headline instead of a healing chapter. The crowd loved the star more than the soul behind it. Even silence became suspicious. Privacy felt like betrayal to visibility. Emotional balance fought algorithms daily. Attention fed fame, but starved peace. The industry applauds strength only when it stays within permission. Joey's bold choices exposed how tightly Hollywood controls its young stars. Creative risks weren't always rewarded with trust. Success came with conditions instead of freedom. The machine preferred predictable faces over evolving artists. Like a puppet that cuts its own strings, rebellion felt dangerous. Independence offended comfort-driven systems. Contracts praised obedience more than courage. Growth challenged the very people who funded it. Safety sold better than transformation. Fear hid behind polished smiles. Power stayed selective, never shared. Control was disguised as protection. Power shifted the moment she refused to stay convenient. Being known too well becomes a trap of familiarity. Joey now lives between fame and fear of repetition. The audience still searches for her younger reflection. New roles fight old expectations every time. Relevance competes with memory on every release. Like outrunning a shadow that keeps your childhood shape, escape feels endless. Stardom teaches survival faster than stability. Longevity demands constant reinvention under pressure. Remaining visible feels harder than becoming famous. The box never disappears, it only changes shape. Recognition fights renewal daily. Fame remembers your past louder than your future. Freedom waits behind comparison. Her biggest battle is not failure, but permanent identity. Sometimes success is built on the weight of darkness. Alisha Boe rose into mainstream attention through intense, trauma-driven storytelling. Her early recognition came wrapped in heavy emotional themes. The audience connected deeply, but the cost stayed unspoken. Fame arrived carrying scars instead of celebration. Every performance demanded emotional excavation. Like carrying someone else's pain daily, strength became routine. Youth met darkness sooner than joy. Applause folded trauma into entertainment. The line between role and reality blurred fast. Healing never matched performance speed. Emotion became professional currency. Pain became familiar before comfort ever did. Her rise was powerful, but never light. Breakout roles shine bright but cast long shadows. Alisha became deeply linked to one intense character. Every audition followed that emotional blueprint. Casting rooms saw memory before possibility. Reinvention demanded escape from a painful identity. Like trying to leave a room the audience still lives in, freedom felt delayed. New dimensions struggled to replace old trauma. Growth battled association at every turn. The industry measured depth through repetition. Progress slowed under familiarity. One role kept reopening the same emotional door. Evolution demanded patience the industry rarely gives. Her future kept negotiating with her past. The past spoke louder than her future. Dark roles leave marks long after cameras stop rolling. Alisha spent years embodying emotional pain on screen. The weight of those stories followed her off set. Fans connected to the character's suffering more than the actress's healing. Support existed, but exhaustion stayed constant. Like carrying emotional residue home every night, recovery became slow. Youth absorbed more weight than it should have. Smiles and interviews masked invisible fatigue. Strength became expected, not supported. The mind rested less than the role demanded. Emotional recovery was never scheduled. Pain learned to live between takes. Silence after work became survival therapy. Pain became professional, but healing stayed personal. Hollywood offers freedom in words, not in opportunities. Alisha's range faced unspoken boundaries after early success. Depth became her label instead of her option. Lighter roles arrived slower than dark ones. The system rewarded emotional heaviness more than versatility. Like being hired for storm but denied sunshine, balance felt denied. Casting followed comfort zones over creativity. Risk stayed selective, not equal. Talent waited for permission to expand. The machine respected pattern more than potential. Progress followed safety instead of courage. Opportunity came filtered through past success. Growth knocked, but the door stayed cautious. Range existed, but space did not. Relevance demands noise even when peace demands silence. Alisha now moves through an industry obsessed with visibility. Fame fluctuates without warning. New stars arrive faster than stability is built. Like standing between spotlight and shadow, identity feels stretched. Survival becomes strategy instead of passion. The hunger to matter never completely fades. Growth competes with market trends daily. Being needed becomes silent pressure. Disappearance always waits at the edge of success. Quiet moments feel dangerous in a loud industry. Silence risks becoming invisibility. Identity fights branding with every career step. In Hollywood, staying present feels harder than arriving.